Ever wondered why some players seem to glide across the pitch while others look like they're running in sand? The football world's best kept secret isn't fancy footwork or skills, it's understanding the hidden mechanics that turn average players into speed demons overnight. What top academies won't tell you is that the difference between elite and average isn't natural talent. It's a science that can be mastered by anyone willing to train smart. Before diving into these game-changing techniques that will revolutionize your game, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Turn on notifications because the speed secrets dropped in today's video might just change your entire approach to football. Is your anterior pelvic tilt secretly sabotaging your acceleration? Would a simple change in how you contract your muscles before sprinting instantly boost that explosive power? Let's unlock the elite speed that will leave defenders questioning everything they thought they knew. Let's kill the biggest myth in football right now. Speed can't be taught. You're either born fast or you're not. Complete nonsense. While genetics play a role, research shows that proper training can improve anyone's speed by 15 to 20%. Think about that. Cutting almost a full second of your 40-meter dash simply through correct training. Speed is a skill that can be learned, practiced, and mastered. Top performers aren't just blessed with good genes. They've optimized their movement patterns, strengthened the right muscle groups, and trained their nervous systems to fire more efficiently. Even the fastest players in the world didn't reach their potential by accident. They studied speed, respected the science behind it, and worked systematically to improve it. And that's exactly what this blueprint will help you do. Football speed starts with understanding how your body should move. Most players are literally running incorrectly, wasting energy, and leaking speed with every step. Let's break down proper running mechanics specifically for football. The ideal foot strike for acceleration should be on the ball of the foot, not the heel. When accelerating in the first 10 to 15 meters, the foot should land almost directly under the hip, pushing backward into the ground rather than reaching forward. Watch how Kylian Mbappe accelerates. His foot contacts the ground in line with the center of mass, not out in front. This creates immediate forward propulsion rather than braking forces. Arm action is crucial yet overlooked. Arms should swing from the shoulder with elbows bent at roughly 90 degrees. The hand should travel from hip to lip, swinging from beside the hip up to about chin height. When arms move efficiently, legs follow. Posture determines power transfer. Many players leak speed by hunching forward or leaning back too much. The ideal position is a straight line from ear to ankle when viewed from the side, with a slight forward lean coming from the ground contact, not from bending at the waist. Try this drill. Stand against the wall with your heels, glutes, upper back and head touching it. Step forward while maintaining this alignment. That's your power position, the posture that allows maximum force production when sprinting. Here's something most speed programs completely miss: isometric training for explosive power. Isometrics, holding a position while contracting muscles, creates neural adaptations that directly enhance speed. These static holds teach your nervous system to recruit more muscle fibers simultaneously, which translates to explosive power when sprinting. For footballers, wall drives are game changers. Lean against the wall at a 45-degree angle in a position similar to the acceleration phase of sprinting. Push into the wall with maximum force for 6 seconds. Rest 30 seconds, repeat 5 times. This teaches your body to generate massive force from the exact position needed for explosive starts. Implement isometric split squat by holding the bottom position for 30 seconds per leg. This strengthens the exact muscle fibers needed for powerful acceleration and builds the stability required for rapid direction changes. The key is specificity. These aren't general exercises or precise training methods that directly transfer to on-pitch speed. Every elite player needs a solid foundation. This comes from 3 critical areas. First, posterior chain development. The glutes, hamstrings, and lower back generate the propulsive force that drives speed. Nordic hamstring curls, Romanian deadlifts, and hip thrust should be the cornerstones of your training. Research shows players with stronger posterior chains not only sprint faster, but suffer 65% fewer hamstring injuries. Second, core power. Not just aesthetic abs, but true core strength that stabilizes your pelvis during explosive movements. Anti-rotation exercises like pile-off presses and single-arm farmers carries teach your core to transfer force efficiently while maintaining stability, exactly what's needed when sprinting past defenders. Third, ankle stiffness. Stiff ankles act like springs that return energy with each steps. Perform ankle hops, focusing on minimal ground contact time. The quicker you bounce off the ground, the faster you'll move. Acceleration. The ability to reach top speed quickly is what separates elite attackers from the pack. The magic formula combines triple extension with proper shin angles. In the first 5 to 10 meters, your shins should be almost parallel to the ground, creating maximal horizontal force. Most players waste acceleration by standing too tall too soon. The ideal progression moves from a 45-degree forward lean in the first few steps to a more upright position as you approach top speed. Hill sprints automatically teach proper acceleration mechanics. Find a 15 to 20 degree incline and sprint up for 10 to 15 meters. The hill forces you to drive your knees up and forward while maintaining the ideal shin angle. 6 to 8 reps twice weekly will rewire your acceleration pattern. A fascinating study from the Portuguese Football Federation found that players who improved their first step acceleration by just 0.2 seconds increased their successful take-ons by 28% over a season. That tiny improvement in acceleration literally transformed their effectiveness in attacking situations. Football isn't track and field, it's about multi-directional speed. The key to elite change of direction is what's called the planned step. This is the final step before changing direction, where you must absorb force before redirecting it. The perfect planned step requires 3 elements: lowering your center of mass by bending your knees, striking the ground with your entire foot, not just the ball, and actively pushing in the direction rather than just falling that way. Add deceleration training to your routine. Most players only practice acceleration but never train to slow down efficiently. Practice approaching a cone at 80% speed, then stopping in exactly 2 steps. This teaches your body to absorb force rapidly, a prerequisite for explosive direction changes. Study reveals that elite wingers can change direction 30% faster than amateur players, not because they're stronger, but because they pre-activate their muscles before the planned step. Train this by performing direction changes with a 1-second pause before the cut, consciously tensing your core and leg muscles before exploding in the new direction. Speed without endurance is useless in the 89th minute when the game is on the line. Repeated sprint ability is what makes elite players dangerous for entire matches. The scientific approach to building repeated sprint ability combines high intensity intervals with incomplete recovery. The 10-20-30 protocol has been proven remarkably effective. Run out 30%, effort for 30 seconds, 60% effort for 20 seconds, then 95% effort for 10 seconds. Repeat 5 times without rest, then recover for 3 minutes. Complete 3 to 4 sets twice weekly. This training mimics the actual demands of a football match far better than traditional sprints with full recovery. Your body learns to clear lactate efficiently while maintaining high speed performance, exactly what's needed in crucial match moments. Your body can't express speed without the right fuel. 3 key nutritional principles can dramatically enhance your speed development. Creatine monohydrate supplementation has been shown to improve repeated sprint performance by up to 8.5% in footballers. 5 grams daily helps regenerate ATP, the energy currency needed for the explosive movements. Timing protein intake around training sessions maximizes adaptation. Research shows consuming 20 to 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of speed work accelerates muscle repair and nervous system recovery. Strategic carbohydrate periodization means increasing carb intake on hard training days, up to 7 to 8 grams per kg of body weight, and reducing it on recovery days. This approach enhances mitochondrial development, giving your muscles more energy, reducing capacity during repeated sprints. But bear in mind that you don't need these supplements to help you in your diet journey. Focusing on whole foods is way more effective than focusing on creatine or protein powder. If your diet is not in check already, then make sure to fix that before adding any supplements to your diet. Here's the counterintuitive truth. Speed improvements don't happen during training, they happen during recovery. Sleep is when your nervous system, the true driver of speed, actually adapts and improves. Studies with academy players show that those getting 8+ hours of sleep improve sprint times by 3% more than those sleeping 6 to 7 hours despite identical training. Contrast therapy, alternating between hot and cold exposure, accelerates recovery between speed sessions. A protocol of 3 minutes in hot water followed by 1 minute in cold water, repeated 3 to 4 times, reduces inflammation and speeds healing. Compression garments worn for 6 to 8 hours following speed training have been shown to reduce muscle soreness and accelerate recovery. This simple recovery hack allows for more frequent high-quality training sessions. Here's how to structure your transformation. Weeks 1 to 2. Focus on mechanics and foundational strength. Practice proper sprint technique at 70-80% effort while building posterior chain strength and core stability. Perform isometric holds twice weekly. Weeks 3 to 4. Introduce resistance during acceleration work. Implement change of direction drills focusing on deceleration mechanics. Begin speed endurance training once weekly. Weeks 5 to 6. Perform max effort sprints with complete recovery to prime the nervous system. Integrate football specific speed patterns that combine acceleration, direction change, and speed endurance. Incorporate reactive elements like visual cues to simulate match conditions. Throughout this progression, nutrition and recovery protocols must be followed religiously. Remember, consistency trumps intensity. Better to train at 90% 3 times weekly than 100% once before breaking down. Elite speed requires psychological mastery. Before explosive movements, top performers enter what sports scientists call optimal arousal state, calm yet energized, focused yet relaxed. Develop a pre-sprint routine that includes taking a deep breath, visualizing successful execution, and creating slight tension in your core. This mental rehearsal activates the exact neural pathways needed for explosive performance. When fatigue sets in and techniques start to break down, focus on one simple cue: powerful ground contact. This mental anchor prevents the spiral of deteriorating form that slows most players. Many players begin their speed journey as the slowest on their team. With dedicated, intelligent training, they transform into speed weapons that change games. The difference isn't talent, it's approach. This transformation won't happen overnight, but with this blueprint and consistent effort, results will come. Teammates will notice, coaches will notice, and most importantly, opponents will feel it when you blow past them like they're standing still. If you've made it this far, you're serious about elevating your game. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a teammate who needs to develop game-changing speed. Drop a comment sharing which speed element you're focusing on first, and let's build a community of players committed to explosive performance. Until next time, enjoy the beautiful game.